All right, it is the 13th of March. It is the afternoon. I was gaming with friends earlier. Pathfinder, like Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. I am free this evening. Gonna play a little bit. I got a 9 player, and then I've got a 27 player on the way. We'll see how fast that one fills up. May take a little bit of time. New voicemail. Nine layers of voicemail trash. I'm having Suerte tonight. I had Tapatio the other day, and I got into the Fortaleza. Honestly, you know what? I think I like Tapatio and Suerte a little bit more than the Fortaleza. I'm gonna have to sit down and do a side by side comparison, like once I've narrowed it down, because I think I have more of an affinity for the Blancos than the Reposados or Añejos for the tequila. But some of the vanilla tones in the Fortaleza were interesting, but I find I don't like them as much. A little bit. It's not bad tequila by any means. It's just sort of like, I don't know if you like Burgundy wines and Pinot Noir, or other Merlot or whatever kinds of wine. Do you prefer certain kinds? Do you prefer, if you like white wine? Do you like Chardonnay or Riesling, or different parameters for the beverage itself? Took a couple of small wins last night. I documented those. They'll be uploaded. Um, Back to back, almost in like two hands. Took, was it, no, second? What did I do? I busted out, I think, in fifth in a larger. I think that's what it was. I busted out in the 27 player like fifth, and then I took first, I think, in a 9 player. So I keep grinding at it, trying to be patient. I'm still testing my edges for that more loose play. I think my skill level is increased. I still make mistakes many times. I ran, into aces or kings or something, or my queens ran into AK, stuff like that, and I think that's just par for the course. There's no way to get around that. You just have to manage the variance as a player. In some ways, I think the Fortaleza had the most nuanced flavor profile of the Blancos that I've had. In some ways, it's the most complex, I think. But there's a certain almost rusticity to Fortaleza and Tapatio that I actually enjoy. Love tequilas. I just think tequila is an amazing drink, equally as good as a scotch, in my personal opinion. Oh, other table started. Ah, big screen. No, little screen. Now let's see if I can get the other set up. Over here. Bloop. There we go. There we go. In the poker world, if I had to say, if I wanted to meet anybody, I think it would be Doyle Brunson. Uh, just to be able to say hello to him and thank him. And if for some reason I never actually get a chance in person, Doyle, I just want to say I've read some of your writings. I think it's Super System is the book that I read. Though there's certainly others that I'd like to get. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you so much. Very heartwarming. I love Doyle Brunson. He feels very much like my Texas grandpa, telling cool stories about taking pots off of guys when the mob was running poker in Texas. Um, just a wonderfully astute gentleman. I feel like he's seen a ton in his lifetime, but managed to not succumb, as far as I could tell, to like drug addiction or any other vices that often go along with a Vegas lifestyle. Really, really love Doyle Brunson and the stuff I picked up from him. So I appreciate you, Doyle. If you see this, thank you so much for everything you've offered people. I think Stu Unger is also an amazing poker player. I don't know if I want to replicate his lifestyle, but certainly an amazing player. Doyle hits that sweet spot for me. Like I said, he feels like my poker grandpa. It's a very, very, I get a sense of like there's a certain gentlemanliness about Doyle that I think of as a very strong virtue. Um, he can play rough and rowdy, I think, if he has to, but he's also well spoken and seemed very calm, very level headed. Okay, I'm gonna check here and see if he bluffs at the pot, or maybe even draws something. It doesn't look like he did. I'm just gonna bet again, maybe a little bit less than that because I do want him to call. Was afraid if I put it in, he wasn't gonna call. I've done a lot of those things over the time. I never got to meet Ram Dass in person, but I've written things about him and said things in video thanking him. Um, Thich Nhat Hanh, same thing. And that Doyle Brunson comes up in a conversation with Ram Dass and Thich Nhat Hanh already tell you something about my degree of respect for him. Also, I think it's commendable in some ways. Doyle is pretty active on Twitter, which, of all things, you just wouldn't think of a guy his age being actively involved in Twitter. And I think he's had a certain amount of mental spryness as he's aged by continuing to be active and play, keeping up with the times. I know people my age who don't use Twitter actively. I also wonder at the stakes I'm playing if I can continue grinding at the same general rate, uh, at what point are you playing stakes that are like semi-pro, pro? I'm pretty ferocious in my sense of winning my way up instead of just paying my way up. But who knows? I think I'll just check here. I don't want to get overly involved. The board is pretty rainbow. I may just call this. I didn't want to lead out because I was worried he might have a jack. Was hoping I would draw something. I don't particularly like his bet size, but I don't have anything. I'd rather just wait for a better situation. Even if a queen or a king fell, I'm not sure I'm ahead. Yeah. And on another hand, you think, oh man, if you'd have just held on just a little bit more, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it does happen, but it's like, could he have had Jack X and hit two pair? Sure, tons of options. The risk assessment and management is a part of the game, knowing when to play. That was a fold. This I'm gonna bet. Bet half the pot. Okay, I'll deliver. Bet half the pot again. All right. So I think I'm gonna do it just a little bit less. And did he not have an ace? I don't know what he had, but he did not beat me. Good lord. Let's see here and fold. Oh boy. It ain't one task, it's another. Let's see. Hold it, ace nine. Oh no. Would probably be a better idea to fold that first position anyway. Hmm. I don't see any reason to keep going. It just didn't hit. I don't know what I would be drawing on with that board. I mean, I did bet pre-flop, but he called, and it just didn't hit. Not significantly enough that I wanted to keep going and throw chips at it. I do not think I'm ahead. I would like to fold. Now, let me go back to what I was originally doing, which is another clerical task, trying to upload a TikTok. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Um, let's see. There we go. Huh, I think that was actually it. I think I've got all of them uploaded already. I thought I had more that I had made and saved. Let's see. Fold. Other table fold. It was innocuous. You don't need to know. Yep. No, I think that's it. I even had a poker video, so I don't have anything new to upload at the moment. TikTok social media video production. Adding data to the database. In fact, let me pull up. I need to figure out some new TikTok uh, video subject matter. I'm gonna sit and kind of do that while I'm here. Hmm. Uh, fold. Uh, eh, eh. Hmm. Oh boy. How's my audio? Hey, it looks pretty good. I think I could probably. No, if I talk a little bit louder, that's all I was talking a little more subdued. It's quiet in here. Old. This is a good TikTok though. Got great ideas. I'll unveil this guys on, later on my TikTok. Old. Mm, I'm just gonna make a standard bet here. If it doesn't hit, I can let it go. Um, um, I have mixed feelings. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I misclicked. Well, that was a hefty move at the pot. I'm gonna call. Now, I did misclick, and it was a total screw up on my part because I pressed the time thing instead of the jam thing, and it didn't matter. But I didn't assume he had something great. It was just a matter of how do I want to get chips in the pot in case something hits. Nothing hit. Do I think he's ahead? And I was correct at least in that instance. It worked out. Not the most beautiful hand I ever played. Chick. Hmm. Ooh, bet, bet. No. Go away. Bet. Bet. And I think just a check here. No telling what he might have. We'll judge. I'm not super excited. I think I'm gonna call once. Okay, my hand did not improve. The nine, yeah. Gives me a gut shot. I'm assuming he's got something. He hasn't showed anything but, strength. He did bet. So I think it's better to just cut my losses and be done. The hope, of course, was for another 10. Hmm. Part of me wants to call, but out of position, I just think it's a bit rough. He could already have like an ace and a two, ace and three, something in there. After all, he did limp into the pot and choose to be involved. And see, the ace did fall, but did I expect that? And also, I think it was the ace of spades. So did he potentially have a flush? Oh, come on, show me that card. Yeah, I'm almost positive that was the ace of spades that fell. Anyway, old, old, old. That is going to be a mean TikTok, bro. I typed that shit out. That is going to be a mean TikTok. Inflammatory, rebellious, authenticity, meditation, freedom, freedom from the known. It's going to be a good one. Bold. Bold. Ooh. Ooh. See, and you're like, oh man. Yeah, because every time you have Queen Jack offsuit, you're like, this is it. This is the time King 10-9 is going to fall. Always, always like that, right? Every time you play Queen Jack offsuit. Ooh, and you got busted. Ooh, you got busted. Make a bet. Fold. Uh-oh, we got a caller and a flat at that. Let's see, he got a pair of twos. He's going to catch a third two, and he's going to wipe me out for a big portion of my stack. There we go. Some bet. What do I want to bet? Well, let's put him in. There you go. I mean, I could have checked to see if he'll catch up, but that's a tasty TikTok, man. I got my intellectual juices flowing on that one. That was a good TikTok. I'm gonna have to edit it a little bit and think about how I want it to read, but it's gonna be good. You limping on my pot? You limping on me? I don't think so. Except check, check, fold, run away. Oh, so many draws. I could get five. I could get a king. I can. Oh. Let's get excited now. Oh yes. No, take it. Get out of here. Get away from me. Fold. And a king did fall. Okay, would I have been ahead? No, we have no idea. I mean, maybe, but you know, reasonable risks, right? Student wrote me, there's something up, I can't figure this shit out. Like, there's something up with my website. So we got a free workbook, and the links that people are getting, like, are broken. They're not giving them the free workbook. So this little automation is broke, and I can't figure out why. Um, I'm gonna have to figure that out, but I sent the young lady because she emailed me and said, "Hey, I can't get the free workbook," and I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, let me see what I can do. Here's a link. You can just go, download it directly because I provided the link to her in email." And she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I live in Florida. I want to study with you. I hope your classes are approved in Florida." And like, I want to teach, guys. Like, but like, You don't have to wait until I'm in Florida. Like, I have a subscription service with 800 hours. I've got every class I've taught since 2017 in full video glory. Curses, ranting, raving, uh, like bitching about regulation. Like, the whole thing is there. The students don't even understand the degree to which I have simply turned on the camera and just become a reality TV star in my industry. I've given you the information. You don't even need me to come to Florida. You want Robert's magic touch? Is that what you're saying? Really? Come on, think about it now. You want Robert's magic touch? You want the darshan? You want the grace? The grace, the flowing robes. Big hitter, the Dalai Lama sliced it down a 10,000-foot crevasse. Hey Deli, a little bit of something, a little bit of something for my time. Oh, I'm not gonna pay you, but on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. So I got that going for me. Bill Murray, I know that shit was not written. I know that you made that up on the spot, and I do not know how, because that is comedic brilliance. Salute you, Mr. Murray, sir. My parents always used to laugh because I used to watch Stripes. I loved Stripes, the show, the film. And in Stripes, they army training, sir. Such a good movie. Love Bill Murray's sense of humor. So yeah, like I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna email that student back when I get a chance because they wrote like a brief response thanking me for getting back to him so fast. Um, how do I convey that? How do I convey, like, don't wait until I'm in your state? You don't need to wait. You could find out how much of an asshole I am right now for free. Oof. Now, we did make the money. Let's see what happens here. Part of me wants to bet, but I'm assuming 10K stack is going to be a little bit more aggressive. He can take more risks. I'd rather try to get 270 by playing a little bit tighter. The guy's going to be in the big blind next, or soon, I should say. Nah, I mean, again, he's got such a huge stack. I mean, let's be reasonable. I know that he's going to be leaning on people with a stack that size, but it's like that. I made a TikTok about this. Like, it can't learn online, and wow, just flopped it. Phew. Um, this isn't strong enough. Not for that. That's too much, man. I mean, I'll see a cheap flop, but come on. They all let it go. Oh, I almost misclicked. And this mostly doesn't matter. Even if somebody jammed in on me, I'm probably going to call three-handed. Particularly suited, that's plenty strong enough. The challenge is from a marketing and advertising standpoint, There are a million massage therapists just like that young lady who couldn't quite get the workbook because my infrastructure isn't so great. And then they're learning online, wanting the workbook so they can learn through this sort of technology, but they don't want to just continue studying with me online in a pre-recorded form through the subscription service or through interactive live stream classes. And it's not that those aren't selling at all, but they're not selling at the scale for what the size of the massage industry and the internet can provide. Uh-oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to catch a second on even on this one, man. This guy is catching up fast. I will check, sir. I have an air ball. That would have been a pretty good hand. And you got a flush draw, straight draw, tons of stuff there. Two pair at the river. No, he had it. Jack and a 7. So yeah, it's not to criticize the students. There's just a certain set of parameters there mentally that I'm trying to figure out what to do to continue building that. How do I quickly get that information across to that student in a way that they're going to understand? I need to make another webinar. That's one of the things. I got to make a webinar. And I'm going to try to limit that webinar to about 30 minutes if I can get it that way. And it's just an ad for everything I currently teach. And this, if he jammed, I'd probably call. Uh, can't say that I love it. I'm going to bet half the pot. Okay, I don't love it. Let's see what he does. The 6 likely didn't improve his hand, but I'm going to put it in. I can still draw 5. Ugh, what an ugly hand, man. Yeah, I mean, what was I supposed to do? The other guy won his way back up. You know, the guy's going to call with stuff. It's like, we're going to lose something eventually. Fortunately, I did get my 70 cents. Oh, yeah. And I'm not going to open up another tournament. I'm pretty toasted at the moment. Let's see. In fact, where am I at? Over here. Sucks to go out in third, but I'm in 9th place of 18 right now. Yeah. Like, I had a suited ace. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fold 3-handed? Getting people to study interactively with me online is a really wild concept in an industry that currently just doesn't do it much at all. I mean, I'm literally told, well, we can't learn online. Like, I don't understand. And I go, listen, you can form small groups at our CE party and literally get together and just study with us in groups. You can call me and I'll answer questions live. And they're like, wait, what? But I don't understand. And I go, I'm streaming over YouTube. You can call and ask a question. There'll be about a 20-second buffer. I'll answer your question and then you'll see me perform the technique live. And you can replicate it with your friends, giving feedback on pressure. It's not the same thing as being in class with me for Robert's magic touch, but with my stellar personality, it works real well. Third place. That ain't good enough. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Jam? I mean, I could. I could have jammed. I didn't think he had a king, and I don't think he did. I had think he had the 8. He hit. In position. Give me one more. Come on. Now, if we're going to play King 10 offsuit, let's build a pot here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to take the risk and bust out here. Let's see how he bets. That'll be a no. That'll be a no, sir. Now, I wonder what 21 has. Maybe he got 3 of a kind. Maybe. We'll see. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Man, what did I guess? 3 of a kind. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I made a whole 70 cents. Oh, yes. Well, not exactly. I actually lost money because of a $2 tournament. But you guys have a good one. I'm going to take a break and rest.